All right, I'm here with Rhonda Side with Side Group of Companies. So today, Rhonda, we're going to talk a little bit about recruitment, but first tell me about yourself and your role within the group of companies, and then just a high-level overview of really the portfolio of action you have here in the region.
Oh my gosh. We'll start with I'm part of a family business, family organization. We're second generation. We're bringing on third generation. My father's founder, 1969, we came to Grand Prairie, though we were from the region. Dawson Creek, Fort St. John, Fort Nelson. We sort of migrated into Alberta in about 1969 and opened our first store here. It's industrial supply, wholesale is where we began. And most everything we do has been incubated inside that. Every customer who walked in the door in those early days had needs that needed to be met, and there was no one here to meet them. So we did our very best along the way to fill those needs. My role has been developed. I came in late. I didn't come in until about 1998, maybe.
I heard you were thrown into the fire by your dad.
Oh, he just would casually say, "Ronnie, you got a minute?" And then you'd find yourself buried doing something you'd never done before, never even imagined you'd do before.
Ron, I guess what I was observing is, of course, you started in industry, oil field supply, but you really transitioned into so many other industries, real estate and rail development, which is so important to just moving product in and out of our region as well. So you're right actually in the middle of economic development, really.
Oh, absolutely. We're really at the heart of it because we see the customers at the counter in the store. The customers come in, they say, "Here are the things we need, but man, I sure wish I could find a. I sure wish I had a." And that's how that's economic development. You go, "Okay, I'll find that for you. I'll make that happen." Whether it's a shop space, or you need to lease a truck, or you need to move something on rail, or whatever. You need lubricants to make your motors run. Yeah.
Well, and Rhonda, you need a lot of people to run all of that. So when you think about the next 1-2 years out in terms of the growth and innovation plans for macro level for the Side Group of companies, what are some of those initiatives and how does that tie to your need to recruit the people to execute on that vision?
We have a really wide a really diverse group that we need to recruit for, from people, rail car movers, equipment operators, truck drivers, shop guys, partsmen, counter people, and really importantly, salespeople and supply chain managers who can tie all of those things together and make it all work. Every business unit would have its own sort of plan for recruitment, but mostly the skills that they need can be taught. We are looking for the right people, right people with the right approach, the right attitude, people who want to dig in, who want to be part of the clan.
Yeah, well, the keynote presenter this morning talked about Northern grit, the sort of, work hard, be loyal, be entrepreneurial in mind, and this region is ready for that kind of person.
Well, it's more than ready for it. It fosters that. It creates that kind of person. From early days, it was because there was no one here to help us. There was no one who did those things. We had to figure out how to do it ourselves. So that builds an entrepreneur. There is no widget to do that thing. There is no machine that can make that task easier. We had to develop them and make them ourselves.
You're making me think, of course, about the Side Family Center for Entrepreneurial Excellence, new center that's being developed out of Northwest Polytechnic, carries the name of the patriarch of your family, and I'm involved, of course, on the advisory board. What does that center mean from your perspective in terms of developing talent and entrepreneurialism in the region and being one more thing to make our region more attractive to attract people in?
I think the region spits out entrepreneurs. They need support. So it's fostering them and making sure that they have the tools they need to accomplish the tasks that are in front of them is really important, because for the most part, entrepreneurs are on their own. They've got no trap line of tools. Like, they don't have anybody to help them fill the toolkit. They don't know how to deal with a crazy banker. Somebody needs to show them what to do, because the first time you go into a bank, you go, "I'll take that. Yes, thank you very much." Not, Well, I think you can sharpen your pencil and do a better job on that rate. Those are skills that can be taught, not entrepreneurialism. That is they come prepared with that.
Okay, let's shift gears to let's talk about some hard numbers. So, across the Side Group, how many employees do you have, and how many are you going to be recruiting in the next 1 to 2 years?
I think at the moment we're 550-ish
You're
across
a large employer in the region.
across
Yes.
the region. Yeah, we're in northeastern Alberta as well, or northeastern British Columbia as well as northern Alberta. So this whole region is intertwined. So Alberta, BC, matters
And
not.
so, over the next 1 to 2 years, how many net new employees are you trying to recruit? And can you talk a little bit about your methods on how and where you're going to find these people?
Well, I'd love to. We're looking, probably there'll be 100 people that would join us in the next year and a half. We're going to find them anywhere we can. At a higher level, we'll recruit. We'll go to the right places and find the right people. In some of these jobs, a big bulk of these jobs, they're things that we're going to be able to train for. So we're going to look to our own staff to recommend friends and family and use their own trap lines to find those.
Well, I love that. You're looking for generalists, you're looking for specialists, you're going to recruit from outside, you're going to recruit from and train
Inside.
from within. That's right.
And we're going to keep the ones we've got.
Yeah, retention is a big part of it as well.
Huge.
So I know you're really bullish on the region, and if you were, Rhonda, I know you're really bullish on the region. If you were to give a message to anyone who's considering moving to Northwest Alberta, whether it's the city of Grand Prairie, the county, the MD of Greenview, what would you say about the work opportunities available just within Side Group? The region we know has lots, but just within Side Group.
The opportunities are endless. Whether you come in absolutely green and you need to be trained in your position, or you're a highly skilled supply chain management expert or purchaser, there's endless opportunity here.
Perfect. Well, Rhonda Side with Side Group of Companies, thanks for chatting with us today.